Assess your immediate surroundings within the first 60 seconds. Your time machine's wreckage may attract dangerous creatures. Move away from the crash site immediately. The Ordovician seas are rising, and primitive fish may investigate the disturbance. You must find high ground within 15 minutes. The period is known for massive tsunamis and rapid sea level changes. Check your multi-tool and ensure it's functioning. You'll need the blade and measuring components to survive in this alien world. Your poncho is essential protection against the harsh UV radiation. The ozone layer isn't fully formed in this period. Locate freshwater sources immediately. The Ordovician atmosphere has higher CO2 levels, causing you to dehydrate faster. Use your mirror to signal if you spot any other temporal anomalies. Other time travelers may be stranded in this period. You must avoid any large arthropods. The giant sea scorpions of this period can reach lengths of 2.5 meters. Establish a base camp at least 100 meters above current sea level. Rapid marine transgressions can flood lowland areas. Your fishing line will be crucial for survival. The oceans contain primitive fish that are safe to eat if properly cooked. Create a smoke signal platform using dry vegetation. The atmosphere's higher oxygen content will make fires burn brighter. You must test any water before drinking. The bacterial composition of Ordovician waters is dangerously different from modern times. Keep your matches dry at all costs. The humid atmosphere and frequent rains will make fire starting nearly impossible otherwise. Watch for signs of incoming storms. The Ordovician climate is highly unstable with frequent severe weather patterns. Your survival depends on avoiding the shallow seas. Primitive predators are evolving rapidly in these oxygen-depleted waters. Document any unusual plant forms you encounter. The first land plants are just emerging and may have unknown properties. Set traps on higher ground to catch primitive arthropods. These early land creatures are a potential food source. You must maintain your mental health. The alien landscape and complete solitude can cause severe psychological stress. Check your extremities every hour for frostbite. Global cooling events are common in this period. Your mirror can help you track the sun's position. The Earth's rotation was slightly faster in the Ordovician period. Build a rain catchment system within 24 hours. The atmosphere's composition makes precipitation more acidic than modern rain. You should avoid any bioluminescent organisms. Many primitive creatures use light to lure prey. Keep your shelter entrance facing away from prevailing winds. The Ordovician atmosphere carries unknown spores and particles. Your fishing attempts should focus on dawn and dusk. Primitive fish are most active during these transition periods. Remember that modern survival rules may not apply. The Earth's magnetic field was different in the Ordovician period. Monitor the horizon for approaching dust clouds. Volcanic activity was more common during this geological period. You must ration your modern supplies carefully. There's no guarantee of finding compatible resources in this ancient world. Create clear markers pointing to your camp location. The unfamiliar constellations will make navigation challenging. Your best chance of rescue lies in maintaining a regular routine. Time travelers often follow predictable search patterns. Document any temporal distortions you notice. The unstable period might offer natural time portals back to your era. You must immediately assess your time machine's wreckage for salvageable materials and tools within 10 minutes. Survey your surroundings carefully. The Ordovician seas are rising and oxygen levels are dropping rapidly around you. Your multi-tool will be essential for survival. Keep it dry and accessible at all times. The metal components can rust quickly. Find high ground immediately. The frequent tsunamis of this period can surge inland without warning, giving you only minutes. You need to locate an elevated cave system or rocky outcrop that's at least 100 feet above the current water level. Your poncho is crucial protection against the higher UV radiation of this period. Keep your skin covered at all times. Establish your shelter entrance facing away from the ocean to protect against storm surges and toxic hydrogen sulfide gas. You must create a water collection system using your poncho within 2 hours. The atmosphere has 15% more oxygen than modern Earth. Use your fishing line to create trip alerts around your shelter. Primitive arthropods and early fish can be aggressive. Your matches are precious. Create a waterproof container immediately using salvaged time machine components. Within the first hour, you need to gather fibrous plants for cordage. Test each type for strength and flexibility. The mirror serves two purposes: signaling for rescue and starting fires when your matches run out. Keep it protected. You must identify edible marine plants within 12 hours. Look for species similar to modern algae and seaweed. Set up fish traps in tidal pools using your fishing line. Early fish species are less agile than modern ones. Your shelter needs 3 distinct zones: sleeping, food storage, and waste disposal. Maintain strict separation. Create elevated storage platforms to protect supplies from the frequent flooding that characterizes this period. You should establish a daily routine within 24 hours. The psychological impact of time displacement can be severe. Monitor the sea level every 2 hours. The Ordovician period experiences rapid geological and oceanic changes. Treat any cuts immediately. Prehistoric bacteria are different from modern strains and extremely dangerous. You must maintain a fire constantly. The atmospheric composition makes starting new fires increasingly difficult. Create smoke signals using wet vegetation when you spot any temporal anomalies that might indicate rescue. Your survival depends on avoiding the hydrogen sulfide gas patches that bubble up from the ancient oceans. Document your surroundings using salvaged materials. Future rescue teams will need data about your exact temporal location. Keep your shelter entrance small and defensible. Early land arthropods can reach concerning sizes in this period. You should test all water sources for salt content. The ocean chemistry is significantly different in this time. Maintain your tools obsessively. The higher oxygen levels will accelerate rust and material degradation. Create backup tools immediately. Your modern equipment may fail in ways you cannot repair in this time period. You must establish multiple escape routes from your shelter. Geological stability is unpredictable during this era. Practice using your mirror for signaling daily. Temporal rescue teams will be scanning for modern reflection patterns. Your fishing techniques must adapt to primitive fish behaviors. They respond differently to movement and shadows. Keep detailed track of time passing. Temporal disorientation can severely impact your survival decisions. Monitor your mental health carefully. The alien environment and isolation can cause rapid psychological deterioration. You should maintain physical exercise despite the different atmospheric pressure. Your body must stay rescue ready. Create clear markers around your shelter that would be recognizable to rescue teams from any time period. Your survival in this oxygen-depleted era depends on careful energy conservation and resource management. You must establish a secure base camp within the first 2 hours of arriving in this hostile ancient period. Search the immediate crash site area for any salvageable technology or tools that could aid your survival. Your oxygen levels need constant monitoring. The Ordovician atmosphere contains only 15% oxygen compared to modern 21%. Find high ground immediately to avoid the frequent tsunamis that characterize this period's volatile oceans. You must locate fresh water within 12 hours. Look for condensation on rocks or filter water from inland pools. Create multiple escape routes from your camp. The unstable tectonic activity of this period demands quick evacuation plans. Your multi-tool will be essential for constructing shelter. Use it to fashion basic tools from the abundant primitive plants. Set up your shelter at least 500 meters from the shoreline to avoid the daily tidal fluctuations of this period. You need to identify edible marine life quickly. The seas contain primitive fish and shellfish safe for consumption. Use your fishing line to catch trilobites in shallow waters. They're abundant and provide essential protein. Your mirror can be used for signaling other time travelers, but more importantly for starting fires in emergencies. Construct elevated sleeping platforms. The ground is frequently wet and hosts primitive arthropods. You must boil all water for at least 10 minutes. Ancient microorganisms could be deadly to your modern immune system. Learn to read the primitive weather patterns. Sudden storms were common during the Ordovician period. Your poncho serves dual purposes: rain protection and water collection during the frequent atmospheric precipitation. Set multiple snare traps using your fishing line to catch small land-dwelling arthropods for additional food. Keep your fire burning constantly. The nights are cold and predatory sea scorpions may venture onto land. You should maintain a daily routine of checking and repairing your shelter. Primitive plants decay rapidly. Document your surroundings. Understanding the local ecosystem patterns is crucial for long-term survival. Your matches are precious resources. Create a fire bow as backup while you still have modern tools to work with. Avoid deep water at all costs. The oceans contain giant orthocones and other dangerous cephalopods. Create smoke signals using wet vegetation. Other time travelers may be searching for survivors. You must stay mentally active. Isolation in this alien environment can lead to dangerous psychological deterioration. Practice making cordage from local vegetation. Your modern supplies won't last forever in this harsh environment. Keep your camp clean and organized. Attracting primitive scavengers could prove fatal in this dangerous period. Your survival depends on adapting to the Ordovician rhythms. Learn the tidal patterns and weather cycles. Monitor your health closely. Any small injury could become life-threatening without modern medical supplies. Create weapons from hardened wood. While most life is marine-based, primitive land predators may exist. You should establish multiple caches of supplies within a 2-kilometer radius of your base camp. Never venture more than 4 hours from your base camp without leaving clear markers for return navigation. Your footwear must be maintained and protected. The primitive terrain can quickly destroy modern materials. Keep detailed records of edible species you discover. Building a reliable food source is critical for long-term survival. You must master fire starting with primitive materials within your first week. Modern supplies will eventually run out. Learn to read the night sky. The constellations will appear different, but are crucial for navigation. Your tool maintenance routine must be daily. The humid environment will quickly degrade metal implements. Notice your multi-tool's power indicator blinking red. You have perhaps an hour of charge remaining at most. Gather what remaining supplies you can carry. Your strength is fading, but organization remains critical. Your poncho's fabric has begun deteriorating from the alien atmosphere. You must find natural shelter soon. Watch the ancient seas rise higher each day. The oxygen-depleted waters are claiming more shoreline hourly. You should conserve your remaining matches, now damp from constant moisture. Only 3 remain usable. Observe how your fishing line has grown brittle. The prehistoric conditions are breaking down modern materials. Your mirror remains useful for signaling, though you've seen no signs of intelligent life in weeks. Calculate your remaining food stores carefully. 2 days of rations if you continue strict rationing. Study the strange arthropods that scuttle past your camp. Their shells might provide emergency sustenance. Your wound dressings need changing, but infection has set in despite your best efforts. Remember your survival training. Even now, maintaining routines helps preserve mental stability. Watch the alien constellations wheel overhead. The familiar patterns are forever changed in this ancient sky. Your hands shake as you check equipment readings. The prehistoric atmosphere is taking its toll. Document what you've learned about this time period. Future generations may find your notes someday. Feel the strange peace that comes with acceptance. You've survived longer than anyone could have expected. Your breath grows shallow in the oxygen-poor air. Each step requires more effort than the last. Listen to the prehistoric waves crash against ancient shores. Their rhythm becomes oddly comforting. Your final equipment piece dims and goes dark. Modern technology cannot endure in this hostile past. Appreciate the profound silence of a world before birdsong. No human has ever heard this pristine quiet. Watch trilobites glide through crystal waters below. Their ancient dance has continued for millions of years. Your consciousness begins to drift like seaweed in the tide. The boundary between self and world grows thin. Feel the ancient earth embrace you as your strength ebbs. You have become part of this prehistoric story. The stars wheel overhead in patterns unseen by human eyes. Your journey merges with time itself. Your last thoughts drift like clouds across an endless sky. The prehistoric world claims its own. Breathe deeply of air untouched by civilization. Your existence here has left no trace. The ancient seas rise to meet the shore. Your story becomes one with the eternal tides.